things. We're going to talk about transgenders and
Oh, we
how.
got all that light behind us. Hey,
Hey, I'm Edie,
I'm Judy,
and
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Grannies.
Grannies.
Yay! So
Hey.
come on over from TikTok.
Yeah, so as y'all know that we're on TikTok live from 8 to 9 on Saturday and Sunday morning Eastern time, and then we hop on over here to YouTube live at 9 o'clock. Come join us every Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to start calling you out if you're coming over here from TikTok. And anybody new coming in for the chat today, this will be really fun. We've got some cool topics to talk about. The topic we started on TikTok, we're inviting everybody over to here to YouTube so we can continue the conversation.
So what do you think? Do you think I turned the mic off on TikTok?
Yeah.
Remember how they cut us?
Mhm.
Do you think if I leave us on like this, but
Hmm.
cut the
And
mic
turn the
off?
mic off.
Mhm.
We can see, but then they still got to see the sign, or they don't know where
That's
to go.
true.
Yeah, TikTok seemed to be, hey, Destiny, you're the first one on here saying hey, and you got a thumbs up already. Thank you. Okay, and Grandma Mona, you're here. Good morning again. And Bry, Ohio, good morning. Everybody click on the thumbs up so we get to push the algorithm out. Sandra's here. Hey. Christine's here. Hey. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah, let's get the thumbs up so that we can get the algorithm out and people know to come on here and join us. That
So
we're live.
so they said what you do is you minimize the chat, and then there's a thumbs up there. If you click on that thumbs up, it'll send it there, and then the algorithm knows. Last week, you guys that were
Another
here.
call out. So I'm trying to read it. Miss you. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. So last week we did a really nice video that we thought was like going to really just do nothing, and it was who really cares about Wendy Williams anyway. And I had talked about the Wendy Williams videos that were on Netflix, and and how we felt really bad about the way they've taken advantage of Wendy Williams and stuff. But evidently, there are a lot of people that care and wanted to hear about it and see about it, because as of last night, I think it was up to 171, which is a nice amount for our videos.
Yeah. Edie pointed out we have the cat here who's I got cough drop today, right? And the cat wants to play with the cough drops. There you go. Ready? Go get it.
He said that one's empty. I don't want it.
Okay.
He said, I know the
Ready,
difference
ready?
between a
Go
wrapper
get
and
it.
a real cough drop. He wants you to just keep throwing them on the floor for him.
I don't think so. I need mine.
So when we were over at TikTok, we were talking, and
Jennifer, okay, I got you.
one of the things we were talking about was anyway, we just want to let you know too that we're part of the LGBT plus community. We're married. I'm Mrs. Rainbow Granny.
And I'm Mrs. Rainbow Granny. And when she's the shit, I'm Mrs. Shit.
That's right.
And vice versa.
We get on here every morning on Saturday and Sunday morning. So far at 9 o'clock on the morning on YouTube. And so we get on here and we talk about all kind of issues or things that are popping in our minds and stuff that have to do with the LGBT plus community, or just things that are going on in our lives. We really try to leave politics out of it, definitely religion.
Unless it's related to LGBT.
That's right.
Community.
So what I saw this morning that we really wanted to talk about a little bit, and we had talked about it on the TikTok, but we wanted to talk about it here so that, it get a chance to be recorded and shared and everybody else can give us their input, was about transgender athletes in sports.
Because it's in the news again today.
Right. As of this morning, it turns out that a group of young ladies are suing the NCAA because there's a transgender lady, a young woman that's swimming with them that seems to be winning. And we had, what we want to do is make sure that everybody realizes that there's no hate in our hearts or nothing like that. We're not going that. We're supportive of everybody. We just want to know how you feel about transgender athletes competing against other athletes. So this young lady that's winning, her shoulders are broad, which young men usually end up with broad shoulders.
Right. If they transition after puberty, a lot of things in bodies already set in, right? That
Right.
Can't change.
Right. Yes. So, but they were also talking on TikTok.
Mhm.
I think they were also talking about how ah huh.
We're looking at this. Edie keeps TikTok live going so folks can see the YouTube channel to come on over here, but TikTok seems to have caught on.
Yeah, TikTok caught on to me.
And they see YouTube on there and they're like, uh-uh,
Yeah, they do. I don't blame them.
uh-uh. So this is Nocturnal. Hi from Alabama. I think that trans people should be left alone. It's their business. Right there. See, thank you for
Thank you.
coming in the conversation. Yeah. And we it's a hot button issue. I know in Pennsylvania, we went and pushed legislation that trans people can participate in the sports of their gender. So if you transition to women, you can be on a girls tennis team and all of this, right?
Right.
And in a lot of progressive states are passing these kind of laws, but it's still a hot button issue. And we're looking at this and trying to think, well, what are all the arguments and what are the things we don't know? So, yeah, I like your comment that it's their business. But on the other hand, well, other athletes think it's their business too because they're competing and they want to win. Everybody wants to win, right? You're athletes. So we were having a conversation about this on TikTok this morning. His because we were looking and saying, okay, Edie's thinking, well, if
Excuse me.
if she transitioned and wanted to be a
Bodybuilder or weightlifter.
right, power lifter.
Powerlifter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that
If she-
bodybuilder shipped them past.
If she transitions, she's still not going to be able to compete with men body powerlifters.
I'm 64, so I would not be able to compete with a man as a powerlifter.
Mhm.
Even if I transitioned, I don't think I could get as strong as a 64-year-old man.
Mhm.
Most of them that are involved in powerlifting. I mean, it's just because anybody that's powerlifting, they're already strong. So
Because and I'm thinking because if you transition, there are already muscles men have that you're not ever going to get. Men have more in their skeleton. They have more structures in the skeleton for more muscle attachment because they have muscles that women don't have because our space is taken up with the uterus. And so those muscles are never going to appear, right? They're never going to be there.
So, I mean, what we say is not written in stone.
Right.
We don't know that we're just throwing it out there as a discussion because we saw on the news where they had talked about, they were doing a lawsuit and that this young lady is winning now. And so we also was wondering, what your opinion was because, I mean, there are differences in body structure. Now they did say about different kind of hormones you can take.
And so let's see some of the comments. So Grandma Moses saying, I think they should compete by weight class. It would be more equally competitive. She's kind of asking, would that be the case? And that's an interesting thought.
Yes, that is an interesting thought because
boxing is like that.
I would venture to say that even though that young lady has transitioned, her body weight is heavier than what their body weight was because of just the muscle mass.
That may be. But now what we were learning, what we were being told over on TikTok, somebody saying that when you get male hormones, because you're transitioning female to male, your muscle mass grows. She said, likewise, when you're transitioning male to female with the new hormones, you start losing some of that muscle mass. And so that's why they're saying the muscles do become the same. I mean, it happens slowly because any changes in our bodies have to be very slow to keep us healthy. So, and that was something new for me. I wasn't sure if something like that happened. And
it's not an excuse. Excuse me. It's not an excuse. What's that?
Oh no. Well, she's saying that people who are opposing it is an excuse to get us fighting. It's an old argument.
Yeah. Well, we're not fighting. We're just discussing so that the rest of us can all, come to an understanding. I mean, we're not going to solve the world's problem today. That's for sure. It's just basically finding out everybody's opinion on it. I mean, when I watched this young lady on the swimming thing this morning, she was kicking butt, but she's one heck of an athlete. And she was kicking butt as a male.
Mhm.
So now that she's a female, she's kicking butt again. So
Mhm.
would she be kicking butt? I don't know. I don't know. And yes, it is an old argument, but we're never gonna.
Yeah, I mean, so I think if we treat people different just because of their health, where does it end? And then what would also make her heavier and harder to move in the water? And if that was the case, and so, and I mean, I kind of agree with two things. One, people make it an issue because people like to be divisive, and then people can make it divisive and fight with each other. Other people happy. They like to cause chaos and step away and watch the chaos.
Well, the truth with us is we need a conversation. So it was like I saw that this morning, and I thought, well, that's going to be something interesting for us to all talk about. So
yeah, so Grandma Mona saying that testosterone injections over time help with muscle growth. That's what some folks have told us.
right. But that's in time. That doesn't mean that if I transition
not
this
overnight.
month, or I start transitioning this month, and you know how you have to live when you're transitioning, you have to live in that as a female or as a male for a certain amount of time and all that stuff. So if I decide to start living as a male today, and I want to compete, say next week, as a male, there's no way I'm going to be as strong as the male
in your
that
age
I'm
group.
right. Right.
And I was thinking, Grandma Mona, what you were asking about, well, should competition be by body weight or body type or whatever? Because you see in boxing, you don't put a featherweight person in with the.
That's true. You don't. Heavyweight.
I mean, right.
Right.
And so there they see there that it's obvious. And so, but it is, I never thought about that before. It is interesting. We don't do that with other sports.
That is a thought, though, to go ahead and do that. But I mean, we're not going to be able to solve it because but for everybody that talks about it and helps throw something else out there, at least somebody else is hearing it.
So Sandra's saying, I think this world has bigger fish to fry. Who cares about sports? Boys and girls play together in little league by weight class. That seems fair. Not worth the fight in the large scheme of things, in my opinion.
Well, in the large scheme of things, in people that it is important to, is when you've started out as a young child and you're competing because it's important to you to be a gymnast, and you learn to do all your gymnastic things, or you learn to swim on a swim team and all that, for them to throw somebody else in that has an unequal advantage, it's very important. If you had one arm and you were going to work with me and be a dental technician, well, chances are I got an advantage to you because I have two arms. I'm going to be kicking butt making those dentures. You're going to struggle out. You're going to make them, but it's going to take a lot longer and harder. I mean, I don't know if you'd look at that as a similar comparison or what. I mean, I don't mean to, God knows I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings on nothing.
Yeah, I think I like the conversation because it is a hot button and because we want to help people understand what's going on. So now Grandma Mona is saying, yes, my granddaughter transitioned about 12 years ago. His body is really muscular now.
Okay.
And that's what we're looking at over time.
Yeah, over time.
Right, and Nocturnal saying, Sandra James, I agree, but people use ignorance as a driving method for hate. I think what they're trying to do is to fight, and then it needs to continue because we've run out of characters we can type in here, the character number. So then I also brought up the ninja competition.
Oh yeah, we love to watch that. I love to watch it.
We love to watch that. And they have everybody just competing together. It's not divided by gender or anything. But we're looking at the course is made for people with really long arms and height and all of this. And so which means geared to men because they have in general.
Right.
A guy's going to be, it's not unusual. Right. It's not unusual to have a 6 foot tall man. It is unusual to have a 6 foot tall woman.
Right. Right.
And so we see the women struggling a lot more to reach over to those rings or whatever. Right. So then I start thinking, well, then so they have to do a technique because you can't just rely on your body.
Right. And it's just not, in those kind of things, it's not fair because it should definitely be adjusted for the fact
It
of
should
your
be a
height.
different. So they should have different.
You know
courses.
that Ninja Warrior show? I love
Mhm.
that Ninja Warrior show.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I love to see them boom, smack and hit the balls and bam, fall down and stuff. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love to see them win too. But boy, I tell you, oh man, them ones where, you know, I mean,
Oh, I feel so bad when they're trying so hard and so early in the course, and boom, they fall into the pool.
it's almost
I feel
geared.
really bad.
You're geared to fail. You jump
Yeah,
out
it is
on
made
great big, you
it is
jump
made
big
for people
balls
to
and
fail.
fall right in the mud. You know, it's
Mhm.
blam.
But even there, you'll see some people who are really muscular, full of muscle. They don't do well because it's not meant for strength
No,
as
it's
much as it's
agility
meant for agility.
and
Yeah,
speed,
yeah,
agility and speed. You
yeah.
know, so and I think it wouldn't matter if it's a short man.
Uh-huh.
I think or a short woman. I think that in that kind of competition, that Ninja
Mm-hmm.
Warrior show, I
Mm-hmm.
think they should adjust the things according to their height. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean they shouldn't make me have to like jump 3 feet just to reach it when you can
Uh-huh.
just reach up and grab it and keep going. I mean, that's just, you know, so that's a whole nother subject there.
Yeah, but I could see going back to the Olympics and women and men's sports and all of this. I could see women would argue, "Oh, lesbians, they can't be competing against women because lesbians have more male hormones in them, so they can't do this." And it's like that may or may not be. I mean, I don't know. I've
I've
never
never had,
tested my
right,
hormone
I've never,
level,
I would like
but
to,
I sure know that if I competed, I'm not going to win.
but you know yourself, you've seen a lot of lesbians
Mhm.
and gay men. When you look at them, you can almost tell before they even open their mouths
Yeah.
that, you know, they're gay because of their body structure or the way they stand or whatever.
Mhm.
So does that have to do with, you know, the hormones that are in their body right
Uh-huh.
from the start, which I think it does, because most of us that are gay realize that we were gay from birth, you
Mhm.
know, so that means that there's some kind of hormonal thing, don't you think
Uh-huh.
so?
I think so. But
So that means that's why I'm a much better athlete than a gay male my age. No, no.
no, then there's interest in body type and all of this. And if they say that, if people think, you know, I mean, a lot of things with the competition, athletes want to win. So they want to push out the competition as much as they can, and we can use any excuse to make that happen. And so I'm sure if they do see this woman
People love,
swimming, beating everybody, they want to find a reason to take her down because they're losing their
that's
edge.
right. And people love a lawsuit. You know, somebody always wanting to sue somebody for something, you know, because I mean to tell you, did you see? I know it's been a little while, but how about the lady that gave her daughter chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and they gave her daughter like third-degree burns in her mouth? I've eaten chicken nuggets 555,000 times from McDonald's,
and
and I'm gonna tell you, they could take it out the grease, you know, knock the oil off of it, throw it in the bag, ring it up, give it to me. I could run out to the car, sit down in the car, throw it in my mouth, and it still would not burn my mouth. So I don't know, unless that little girl was standing right by the fire and somebody picked it up out the fire and dropped it in her mouth. That's crazy. That's what I mean. Somebody's always trying to sue somebody, you know?
right.
I'd like to know if she got anything out of
I
that.
still love the McDonald's coffee cup that has to say, "Warning: coffee is hot."
Yeah, it's like, idiot, didn't you order hot coffee? You know?
Don't you expect the coffee to be
When
hot? You see the steam coming up
I'm
off
mad
it.
because the coffee ain't hot enough. You know, I expect it to, you know, cool off a little bit. Or I mean, gosh, that makes me mad when that coffee's not hot enough.
Hey, Emmett. Good morning. So,
Right. The chicken nuggets are warm, not hot. I mean, that little girl had like 30. It looked like her mother put a lighter in her mouth or something. I was like, what the hell happened here? There's no way, no way, no way. And I bet you, I mean, I'm gonna look it up and see if there's any kind of follow up on it,
uh-huh.
because I bet you they'll find out there's something else going on there. There ain't no way.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, that hot coffee lawsuit, she actually disfigured her lady stuff was stupid hot.
Wow.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know that.
God.
I just heard.
What they do, boil it? I've had coffee come right out the coffee thing, and it's not hard enough to disfigure your lady parts. I mean, is her lady parts made of wax? She had wax lips. She had wax lady part lips. That's funny.
Yeah, let me go get you.
Oh my God.
Let me go get the wax lips out of the freezer.
It was, yeah, it must have been one heck of a temperature. Hey, Jared, it's good to see you. Been a long time. Thank you very much for joining us. Hey, Emmett, Emmett Beers. Yep, the other kind of wax lips. Hey, it's like, oh my goodness. Heck yeah. What temperature would coffee have? It must have malfunctioned. Because I don't even think you could get one hot enough
to do that.
No.
No.
It would have to be boiling. I've gotten in hot tubs and it'd be like, oh, this hot tub's awful hot. But when I get out, my lady parts still look like they did before. They're just, just fresh.
Oh, Jared, I've been so busy with my hubby and fun crazy.
I would bet, Jared. I would bet you.
How old is that baby now?
Yeah,
baby gotta have you running on your feet.
Yeah,
now.
He gotta be up, moving around and everything now. Just really going.
Glad you're young enough to still chase after that baby.
I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Better you than me. We've all done our time, Jared. It's time that you do yours too. That's how we look at it. Is this is the next generation to help, build children, make them all happy and healthy, and that's why they leave it to young folks.
Yeah, my mom always said, menopause was Mother Nature's blessing.
Yeah, to keep us from making a big mistake.
Just turned 2.
Yeah, that's the fun time. Good time. Let's see.
Sandra, we better not play with a set of those wax lips on here, or they will be banning you all from here.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube's pretty easy going, but I wouldn't want to push it that far.
So we've seen some pretty hot stuff on YouTube.
Like, oh my God. Yes, we have. I haven't even showed Judy this one thing that I happen to follow now. I went, the woman that's on this thing, she's got like a mask on, there's big cataract sunglasses, and a surgical shower cap, right? Because she don't want nobody to know who she is. So I scrolled all the way back to the very beginning before she started hiding herself. Because I wanted to see.
You could find out who she is.
I wanted to see who's this woman on there. And I mean, some of their topics, they speak a whole nother language. So I have to like really watch it to see what the topics are.
Yeah.
Let's see. She was wearing sweatpants. Go ahead.
That absorbed the coffee and kept it against her skin. She suffered third-degree burns, the most serious kind, and required skin grafts on her inner thighs and elsewhere.
God.
So something has to really malfunction for the coffee to be that hot.
Yeah, something.
I don't even think our water heater will get that hot. And I addressed the water heater so that if we give the grandbaby a bath, it will never burn her skin. But I'd
like to have it a little hotter myself, because I think it's a little cool for me now. The other house we lived in, Judy had it so high, you jumped in it and it made the skin peel off your back. I got baby soft skin now. See, that's from all that new skin growth.
So, almost like the coffee was warmed in the microwave. So what if you warm the coffee in the microwave, it can get that hot? I mean, boiling. I mean, it's got to be boiling. It's got to have bubbles coming out of it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, then I guess. Well, okay. I guess McDonald is doing the right thing, saying all coffee is hot, but they really should look at the
machine. I'm sure they did check the machine. Yeah. I want to make sure that we say to the young lady out there, I'm really sorry that this happened to you, and I mean.
Oh yeah,
that's horrible, right? Horrible. But if you got skin grafts down there, that would give you an opportunity to, like, be more creative.
Think about it. God, it's just so bad.
How bad? Oh my goodness. I'm just.
You want me to heat
I
up
do
that
feel
water?
bad.
You want me to
No,
heat up that water in the
hell
shower?
no. Don't heat up the water. I like my
I
wax
thought you
lips
just.
just like they are. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Just kidding. No problem. Just having a nice time talking about
Mm.
nocturnal. I want to thank you so much for being involved in the conversation. I don't know if you normally join us or whatever, but boy, you've been real talkative today, and it's
Mm-hmm.
been very nice, having you, Grandma Mona, and you, and Sandra. You guys been carrying on some conversation for us there, and it helps. It's really nice because we love coming on here and doing this. Let's see. No, I'm new.
You're new from TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I thought your picture looked familiar. That's the same picture you use on TikTok, right?
There. Look, we're waiting for an immediate answer. We got to have little, square videos in the corners here so we can see everybody
So
who's talking. Wouldn't that be cool?
I want to ask you this: since you're on here, everybody that's on here, all you have to do is type in the
Oh,
screen.
you go by Faye.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I know who
Talking
Faye is.
with you this morning.
Okay, so like everybody that's in here right now, do me a favor, type yes or no. If we decided to open this up and do it as a Zoom, would you open a camera and do it as a Zoom too? Would you open a camera and be on here too, so that we
can
could
all talk
record
with
your
each other.
faces and we could hear you and see you and look, immediate response. Sandra says sure. See, because we used to do that. We used to have a Zoom that we did, and it was really nice. Okay, and it was. We used to have an average of about 6-8 people, that would come on and talk about. Now, the hard thing was when we did the Zoom, though, was to balance the conversation, because when you got 6 or 8 people all trying to talk at once, or somebody banging dishes against the sink while they're washing dishes and stuff and don't mute their mic, it's horrible, or keys jingling and stuff. It's like,
because Zoom only had one person talking at a time right now. So Nocturnal saying I'm multitasking, maybe after getting to know y'all more. Grandma Mona though saying yes, I would love that. And yeah, we would have to see if we open it on Zoom and record it and then still put it up on YouTube. And so you'd have to see if you want.
You'd have to know you're being recorded and going to be put up on YouTube. But all we have to do is just throw it out there and keep disclaimer, and so everybody knows.
And then for that matter too, some folks we would open it up and want to see everybody right away. But then if you end up not wanting your face on, but you could put something else up on the block on Zoom. But it is nice to watch folks talk with each other.
So
like that.
I'm going to bring up another topic that we had already brought up on TikTok, but we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure this gets recorded. I know most of you already know because you got to share my joy over on TikTok, but not everybody that watches on here got to share my joy. Guess what I got at the Goodwill? A Dyson sweeper.
A what?
Dyson sweeper.
You got a vacuum
cleaner.
It's a vacuum cleaner? Like
not
what?
Just a vacuum cleaner. I got a Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner, the vacuum cleaner.
And when I knew, that's what she thinks. Okay, we all know that a Dyson sweeper runs about $500, right? And I had already told a good friend of ours that if I ever saw a Dyson sweeper at the Goodwill, I was on it. It was mine.
Mm-hmm.
What did I find? Mm-hmm. Dyson sweeper. It was over in the bin, because I go to the Goodwill that's called a Goodwill Outlet, and they got all this junk in big bins. So you just kind of root around looking for it.
Yeah, the vacuum cleaners. Yeah, they all suck. Funny.
Yeah, they do.
Good, Sandra.
No, they don't. Some of them suck better than others. And my Dyson is a ball Dyson, and it sucks real good. So I went over, tried it out, and the brush didn't work. And I thought, but it's still a Dyson. So for the low price of $6, I bought this Dyson and brought it home. It's $6 and some change. But I bought this Dyson home. I completely tore it down. Hot soapy water. I'm scrubbing all the parts. I'm putting it back together. I'm taking it apart. I'm putting it back together. And it's still, the brush wheel wouldn't turn.
Sandra said, I heard some women do that real well too.
Some do. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
put the handle down. Boom. Dyson's running. I'm good to go. $6 in. Dyson sweeper.
Now everybody wants to jump on it and get it.
Yep.
They want Edie Dyson.
Yeah. So my daughter Megan, she calls me and I'm telling her all about my Dyson sweeper, and she says, "Can I have it?" I said, "No, you can't have my Dyson sweeper." She said, "But you got a sweeper." I don't have a Dyson. I do now. I got a Dyson. If by chance when I use this Dyson, it don't work like I was hoping it would, she can have it.
Oh, they nice. Okay, the coffee temp I think I found. McDonald's operations manual required the franchise to hold its coffee at 180, I guess,
There's
to
no
190
way
degrees.
my coffee has ever been that hot from McDonald's. No way. You know what? That makes me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to McDonald's.
You're going to take a thermometer with
I'm
you,
taking a
aren't you?
thermometer, and they're going to pass me that coffee. I'm going to shove that thermometer down in there. I'm going to use a meat thermometer. And
Right.
I want you on the seat beside me videoing it. So that you can see what the temperature is. That is going to be the funny one. That is going to be the funny one. And then I'm going to pour it on my lady parts. No. I'm going to pour it on Judy's lady parts. Because
No, you're not.
I wouldn't hurt Judy for nothing. You know that. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. I wouldn't hurt her. So when I go, whoosh, and she's like, ooh, then you just know it was just like a warm shower. It wasn't like, ooh, that's the true temperature.
So I'm going to wear your sweatpants that you
That's
get
fine.
stained with coffee.
That's fine. Yeah. But you know
it's
what?
Going to be in your car.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I got
So
even a
does
better idea.
the Dyson cleaner clean up stains
No,
too?
but we'll go sit on the bench. What we'll do is we'll hurry up and get the coffee. I'll put the thermometer in it and we'll see.
And then I'll video you dumping it on your own lap.
Okay, I'll dump it on my own lap because once I see the thermometer and it says that it's like, I don't know, 80 degrees.
And then when you see that it's still really too hot to be pouring on your lady part, we're going to send that into Home Funniest Videos.
If it's 80 degrees,
we're going to win some money.
It's probably going to feel cold because your body temperature is 98 degrees, 97 something, 98 degrees. So anything that's over that temperature would feel warm, but anything that's under that temperature is going to feel a little chilly. Even though I guess that's your extremities, kind of. I think maybe your lady parts would be kind of considered your extremities. So if it's 90 degrees, it might feel like warm, but it wouldn't feel like, ooh, burn you.
So, and Christine saying that's why McDonald had been sued for bun for the coffee, right? That's where we started. Oh, she put in cream and sugar.
Well, that irritates me a little bit too. I think when you drive through those drive-thrus and you say, I'd like Splenda. I want 3 Splendas and 3 creams. They should just automatically put it in
You're
there.
driving the car.
Right. I used to go to the one McDonald's and I always drank tea. And I'd say, I'd like 3 Splendas with my tea. They'd give me a cup of hot water, a tea bag, and 3 Splendas and want me to make tea in my car while I'm driving. I'd have to pull over and then pull over in the parking lot. They even told me that. I called them one day and complained. I'm like, why you got me making my own tea in the drive-thru?
And they said because they get in trouble, that people don't want them handling the tea bag.
Yeah, they said their hands aren't clean enough. This is what they told me. They honestly did tell me their hands aren't clean enough to handle my tea bag. If your hands aren't clean enough to handle my tea bag, don't touch my burger. Don't touch my stuff. Don't wrap it up. I think yes. Hey, Amber, nice to see you too. But you know what? They told me that their hands weren't clean enough. And since then, that McDonald's is the only McDonald's I know of that has officially closed down in our area. They're actually closed. And you know what? I was wondering about it yesterday because it's a prime location. Why hasn't
anybody else opened up one?
Yeah, it's a McDonald's. How does McDonald's close down?
Yeah. Hey, Amber, I see you came in.
I asked for a cup of ice. The coffee is way too hot beforehand. Really? Oh my goodness. Maybe I got calluses on my tongue.
No.
Do I have calluses on my tongue? Because I don't think their coffee's hot at all. It's just about like this, and this is cold.
So I'm ready. If you make your own tea in the car in the drive-through, I'm surprised that they don't give you the the raw burger and the raw bun and a Bunsen burner so you can
No,
cook.
I can understand if it was cooked and they just give it to you in 3 different parts with a little pack of ketchup and just let you go ahead and put the bun and the burger all together and put your ketchup on and stuff in your car. That's what they might as well do if they're going to make me make my own tea. You know, you talk about something dangerous. Now, I'm going to tell you, that is hot. Tea water from McDonald's is
It's
hot. That is hot. Now,
You're
that
not gonna
would.
pour that in my lap.
Oh,
Thank you.
heck no. Heck no. I'm scared to take the lid off and put my own tea bag in. So I don't even understand. I stopped getting it. It was too much of a challenge. You know?
And you're
If
going
it's,
to the drive-thru on your way to work. You don't want to pour in the parking lot. Now what? Now everybody on the drive-thru is now in the parking lot fixing their
yeah,
own
we all
food.
got to fix tea and put our Splendas in there and everything, stir it up. They give you a stir and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh, I understand. I was at a fast food place and the guy was coughing in his hand like the gagging kind of cough, and then he picked my fries off the shelf and put them on my tray. I about died.
I've had a lot of
Yeah.
that kind of stuff happen too. Yeah, one day I went and bought food and things was so shady looking and bad there that when I come home, I didn't even tell Judy because I didn't want her to know. I just let her go ahead and eat her food and enjoy. It was bad enough that one of us was
You
suffering.
gave it to me?
We both had it. I wouldn't give you anything that I wouldn't eat myself.
Well, we were kids before kids didn't build up their immune system so well. So our
Right.
immune system built up good.
Yeah,
And
we
were
ate
kids.
dirt. Remember, they said if you ate a peck of dirt, you'd be okay. Do you remember that? We ate dirt. You know,
We got all
we had a
dirty and
5-second rule when your gum fell.
we grew up before you had all those sanitizers in your pocket and
Yeah,
everything.
they're gonna find out their hands is gonna fall off in about 10 years. Everybody put all that sanitizer wipes on their hands. Next thing you know, they'll be like, "What happened to your hand?" Sanitizer wipes.
Yeah, and it's like they got so clean they can't. Their hands get too infected now with stuff because they're so protected. They don't know how to deal with any germs. So let's see. Oh, Jared would get on a Zoom call. He caught up. His son must have been, pulling at him for something. It took you a long time, Jared, to come back with the answer.
Let's see. I always ask. Oh, okay, she said that. Let's see.
And
Honestly,
saying maybe I don't want them to touch my tea bag either.
okay.
Oh, here's
But
a
they're touching everything else.
here's a really cool drive-through story for Edie when she goes through Dunkin' Donuts. There was always the same person at Dunkin' Donuts in the morning on the weekend when Edie would drive through. This person wanted to fix Edie up with her aunt.
Yeah, she was really sweet. First time I ever went through, I had my my Mini Cooper. I have a Mini Cooper. It's a roadster, so it's a little.
Did it have the roof down?
Maybe,
Probably.
but it has a 2-seater convertible. And next thing you know, she said to me, "Would you pull up?" And I'm thinking, "Oh man, pull up to get coffee and donuts." I mean, I had all kind of attitude. It's like, because I'm so tired of these fast food places.
Why would you want to fix it up with her aunt? That would mean.
Well, when she wanted me to pull up, she didn't really need me to pull up. She said, "Would you pull up so we can all get in your car and take a ride?"
And I bet that got rid of your attitude
Yeah,
that morning.
because I love my little Mini. You know how cute she is. Let's see. What's that saying?
And Jared's saying, oh, here, Sandra's saying, did you ever eat fries with your fingers after using hand sanitizer? Yeah.
Probably.
It didn't all evaporate. Yeah.
No, it's like, probably,
you
but
take
once
all that perfume, you get the hand sanitizer
once
with the
that
perfume.
salt leak gets all on there, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, at least it's clean salt,
And Jared's like, my cousin got food from a truck stop. She was coughing. They ate the food and caught COVID.
Dun, dun, dun. See, and that's an important thing too. I think if we build up enough resistance to the COVID, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. It's just you just got, once you catch it about 3 times, you're feeling pretty good, right? How you feel?
Yeah, the second time I caught it, I don't even remember having it. So it must have been
right. It was that first time it was rough. See, and that's because you ate enough dirt when you was a kid.
I guess
It's
so.
these kids that they bubble wrap nowadays that,
Mhm.
keep Johnny away and ones that don't get to go out and socialize with other children.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
don't
them
get
ones, them
anything.
homeschool kids, man, I bet you they're sicker than a dog when they get out there.
And
You ever wonder what sicker than a dog means?
yeah,
Like,
what does
cause
sicker than a
I've
dog mean? 'Cause I
I've
never
seen
seen.
lots of dogs, and usually they're not
They're
sick.
not sick.
If they're sick, it's not good. It's not good.
So I'll have to look up that expression
Sicker than
sometime,
a
huh?
dog,
See where it came from.
right? Sicker than a dog. There's a lot of
Hmm.
expressions out there, like sicker than a dog, hung like a horse.
Yeah. So there's more.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
Hung like a horse. Well, I just thinking about different expressions. I wanted to know if you see Judy can't hear halftime when I'm talking about something.
You have to say it twice, three
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah. Why you want to make me say that twice?
What did you say again about a horse?
I don't know. I don't know. Anybody else have any of them unusual expressions there? You know,
Jared says his husband.
I don't even know nothing like that.
He wants to watch you shut up.
Look,
Jared
Jared,
like to bring you to stand still. It's like,
Jared, you always
can't
do
even
that
talk.
to me. Or are you talking about your husband had the COVID? He got the COVID. Okay. Maybe we're still on the COVID. Maybe he's not talking about those little sayings, like, I don't know.
Your husband was sick as a dog? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Jared?
okay. Yeah, he was sick as a dog. Just sick as a dog.
So, the woman who wanted to fix you up with her aunt, there was even more to that story. Because you told her you were married. And she said, well, that's all right, just in case.
Yes. Yes.
Jared got some pictures of horses on here on the comment now.
That Hi ho, Silver. I'll be right back. Hi ho, Silver.
So Sandra's saying my daughter is cyber schooled at home, but her social life is packed. She is with friends all the time, and she plays outside. She doesn't stay inside. Yeah, that's good because we want to push our kids out there so they can all get sick and build up immunity to all these colds and stuff. I think the first 2 years of a kid's life, or the first 3 years, they catch everything under the sun. They're like always sick. And so, as new parents, you got to be ready for this and get ready to be sick again all the time.
Howdy, Jared. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Somehow Edie still gets to look cool, and I still get to look like a nerd.
No. Something ain't right neither with mine. Yeah. So what we got the hats out because we're going to do Beyonce's video here pretty soon. Anyway, let's see what's it say.
So let's see. Grandma Mona, yes, that old box of saved dried bread that sat out underneath the grill in restaurants made the best bread pudding ever. But who knew if they had bugs or mice?
Oh, I'll tell you, I ain't even gonna say nothing except for the fact that last night Judy and I went to the movie theater, and the whole time we was in the movie theater, because it's an old movie theater, I kept thinking about. Wonder how many mice and rats run around this place at night because you figure.
And they got food back there now. It's not just popcorn.
Like,
I just wearing my hat and I'm wearing your hat. Maybe that's what's going on.
I just wondered because it's dark in there and you drop so much popcorn and stuff. And when they turn the lights out and everything, I bet you it's just one big old mice and rat party. Just running around, That's why I couldn't put remember I wanted to save my bag of popcorn for a minute, but I didn't want to sit it on the floor.
Oh, you didn't tell me that because I had my bag on the floor and I couldn't hold everything in my lap.
Oh, good Lord, no. That's why I handed it to you to put it in the chair beside you so it would be up high.
And it ended up being empty anyway.
All I could figure was the bag sitting there and some little creature just like, And we're all watching the movie,
So were you ever at Disney? If you go to Disney and you go to a 4D movie, I was at a 4D movie, and and it's dark, and then a dog sneezes and they throw water at you. Well, then the mice win, and you felt the mice go across your toes.
I like it. I love those kind of movies. Yeah. You are both such a trip. No way. She loves her hats. I never played baseball, but I'm a good catcher. Jared, that is very nice to know. See, Oh, so Sandra, your kids are always sick. Is that because they're being homeschooled and they're
Well, no,
not
she's
out?
saying that she pushes them out all the time. That they have a great social life, and that's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
okay.
Push them out all the time when they're kids, that they build get sick from each other and build up that immunity by the time they're grown up.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
so. I mean, but
Hmm.
then again, that's just us old ladies thinking because there's a lot of not, stuff going around now that wasn't going around
The other
like
thing is
when
that
we were
when we were
young.
kids, the antibiotics work. Now the antibiotics are like, the germs.
Fight off them.
Yeah,
Yeah, the super
yeah.
germs or
Figured out
something.
how to get around them.
Super germs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, and so for the movies, Nocturnal, that's with the movies. The Stitch move. I went in one with one of the ones I went in last time we went to Universal Studios. The Stitch did move. You didn't go into that
Oh
one
no.
that time, but the Stitch did move.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah,
like
that was
them though. I
cool.
like them when they spray a little mist on you. Or we were in one and it
Yeah.
was snowing. Remember? And it was snowing down
Uh,
on us, and that was so
yeah.
pretty. It's like nothing like being in the theater and it's snowing. And then when the mice run across your feet, you think it's them, but you never know. When I was a
See.
kid, I got a shot in our butts, and we were
Better
better
the
the
next
next day.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually, it's been, I'd say, oh, geez, maybe 20 years ago or so, because, time flies when you're having fun. But I was feeling sick one time, and I went to the
Yeah.
doctor, and they gave me two shots, one in one cheek and one in the other. And the one cheek was an antibiotic, and the other cheek was a steroid. And I'm going to tell you, by the time I got to the elevator, I could have did backflips down the hall. I felt so good. It was like, yeah, this is it. It's like, oh, I was like, can I take some of that home? I'm really surprised. If more people would have a steroid and an antibiotic, less people would probably be on heroin because it gave me a really good feeling. I enjoyed
Mhm.
life.
Yeah,
I'd get out there
yeah.
and tumble and stuff, and
Hmm.
hmm
That's really cool. And because you got a shot in both seats, both cheeks, it's good that you were moving and didn't try to sit down.
oh yeah, yeah,
That
you
would
know.
hurt. You couldn't lean over one or the other.
It
It would
was
hurt.
fine. It was fine because I was sicker than a dog.
Let's see. And Grandma Mona said, yes, back in the day, we left everything out. I used saved bacon grease that was never refrigerated and no one got sick. Oh,
We did
yeah, we
too.
keep the butter out now.
Oh,
We
I
haven't
like,
got sick.
I'm not worried about that. But even the chicken when we were young, they would fry up a whole bunch of chicken to go to like Kennywood Park to go to the amusement park for the day because you wasn't feeding everybody. Wasn't everybody getting French fries and hot dogs all day? We had a picnic lunch and that's the way it was.
Mhm.
And they would fry up all this chicken, have potato salad and ice cream or not ice cream, but watermelon, everything, all for this big ass picnic. And
Yeah.
we'd all go to the park. And when it was lunchtime, they'd tell us what time to be back from all the rides. And everybody'd meet there at the table. We eat that chicken, tear it up, stop back about an hour or so later, get yourself another piece of chicken. Nobody ever got sick. Now, I don't know if the reason you get sick now is because all the chickens have antibiotics in them or whatever, or if the sun was hotter back then. I don't know how come. I mean, the chicken was warm. It was warm chicken because it was like out. But it wasn't warm. I mean, I never got food poisoning as a kid.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
Now, heck, I can't go to
Maybe you
McDonald's
did, and
without.
that's why they gave you antibiotics and steroid in his cheek.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
And you felt so better so fast you didn't even notice.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see. Oh yeah, nocturnal. I remember when I locked my parents out of the car when they took me to get shot.
Oh my
I
God.
remember when I was 5 years old and I had to get it. I ate wild strawberries. Because when I was growing up, we had a lot of fruit and vegetables growing in our yard, so I could just pick off the berries off the vine and eat, right? But now I was out somewhere with friends out on the road and there were these wild strawberries, so I just picked them. I was 5 years old. I just picked them off and ate them. Got a horrible rash all over my face. Parents took me to the doctor to get a shot, and I liked the shot in the arm, but they wanted to give me the shot in the butt. And I remember reaching my hand back and grabbing the doctor's hand and wouldn't let her do it. And it was the first time I felt power. I realized that a
Did your
5-year-old
mom?
kid that
Did your
I
mom
had
help take your power
power.
away?
She did not.
She
No,
did?
my dad was with me. He wouldn't do that. My mom, I'm sure, would have helped take the power away.
Yeah.
Dad was much calmer, and it's like, it's okay. You need the shot,
Yeah, because I knew your mother, and I would see her taking that power away. It's like, Judy, put your
Yes.
arm on the table.
That's a nice thing, being
Let
a
'em-
5-year-old baby dyke and realizing I had power.
Yeah. So did you get the shot
I did.
in your butt?
I did.
So how long did that power last?
Well,
About 3 minutes.
but I knew I had the power.
Yeah.
I knew I could have it again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Living conditions. Okay, let's see. Yes, food out in the heat all day, never got sick.
Yeah, it was.
Shots in the butt were always the worst. And I'm missing some of the conversation. I ate everything I could as far as fruit and vegetables, just wiped them off and ate. Yeah, see, I was 5 years old. I probably didn't know to rinse them. I had, we weren't carrying water bottles.
Well, you know what, though? They weren't sprayed with anything because nobody ever used any kind of stuff back in. But what I was, let's see, where was I? There was something. Oh, okay. Yeah, where they were talking about shots in the butt. Now, if a shot in the butt is, it don't seem like they give shots in the butt that much anymore. They give them mostly in the arm. I think. I don't know. I'm not lining up to get one. But if
you use your t-shirt to clean the fruit, yeah.
That's it. If a shot in the arm is just as good as a shot in the butt, why was they giving you shots in the butt?
No, they gave shots in the butt because it's fattier, so it would hurt less. And his arms would be
That's what they told you. That's what they said. Well, yeah, I guess you had skinny arms. I didn't. I had big girl muscles.
I see my sister spit medicine at our doctor. He slapped her butt and gave her a shot instead. I learned from that to drink his medicine.
Heck yeah. See, they ain't no slow girl with that Saunders. She was right on. She's like, she saw you learned from your sister's example. And that's a good thing. As a matter of fact, today you should probably write your sister a thank you note and say, you know what, you saved my butt that day. I thought, there went that power.
You see, I still eat tomatoes off the vine. If I put bug killer on them, I just wash them off with a hose.
Now, that'll give you some, that'll help you fight off a good disease. Yeah, boy. Hey, if you eat fruit that has bug killer in it, can you sit out on the porch at night and the mosquitoes don't bite you? Because mosquitoes always bite me. And I hate them mosquitoes. So, Jared says that Rosafen and steroids are a great combo. It's a miracle pair. Well, that might be what they gave me that day when I jumped up and felt like doing backflips all the way down the hall and onto the elevator, because I was like healed.
You were healed.
I should have jumped up and screamed, hallelujah, I'm healed. I bet you the doctor would have freaked out on that one.
Tomatoes off the vine is what the best with a little salt, but I still will definitely wash them. Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like when we grow them right here at the house, matter of fact, anything I grow, I have to I got those dog crates, the big metal dog crates, because I have to grow all our stuff inside those dog crates because the deers come along and they'll like have a party. I mean, they show up on our Ring camera. I hear my Ring camera go off. I look at my phone and it's a deer standing outside eating my goodies. It's like, and he just like looks at me, winks, and keeps going. I gotta say, Judy, there's a deer at the door. Hurry.
And I go watch the deer. Oh, cool! Look how cool.
Yeah, they're enjoying those tomatoes.
Yeah, I think they like the heirloomed one best, Edie. Then we should get more of those.
Yeah, I should start early this year because my tomatoes didn't do too good last year. If we thought them in the house, maybe they'd be better.
Maybe they see Jared saying always wash your grapes from the store. It's insane how many people pick from the bag and keep going.
Okay, yeah, I'm guilty of that.
Really?
Wow. I will eat them.
Not me. I get a colander out and I throw them in there and I spray
No,
wash
I'm talking about in the store. I will get grapes in the store out of the bag and eat them because I'm really
Well, you're waiting
particular.
in line, huh?
Well, no, before I buy them,
because
because I don't like a real tart grape, and so when I taste them, I'll know if it's ones I want to buy or not. And I think part of the reason that I don't worry about like somebody coming up and saying, "Freeze, you ate grapes," is because I'm over 60 now. And I don't think they would say anything at all. If somebody said, "Can you imagine what that would look like?" Come up to this sweet old lady and say, "Ma'am, did you eat 2 of them grapes?" I'd say, "Charge me a dime extra. I don't care. I don't want the grapes if they're too tart." They probably wouldn't be that tart if they didn't have pesticides on them, huh? If I take them home and wash them, maybe they wouldn't be so.
I'm still trying to picture, that because like I don't like watching the person who's like grabbing every piece of fruit and touching if they want it. It's like, come on. I didn't know you were one of those people that will pull a grape off and taste it before you decide.
But see, I came up in the days.
But at least you don't take a bite and put it back in the bag.
Oh no. Oh no. No. And I don't feel them all. I made another lady taste one day. I picked it out the thing and I ate it. And she said, "I'd like to see what they taste like." I said, "Try one." She's like, "Oh no." I said, "Oh, go ahead, try one." I forced her into it. I talked her in. She had peer pressure to taste the grapes in the store. And she tasted it and she's like, "They are pretty good."
Would you have done that when you were 20 years old?
Not talk somebody else into it.
But you would have done it
I'd
yourself.
Ate it myself. Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
See if you like it. So listen, Jared, you got a 2-year-old. Get ready when this 2-year-old goes at maybe about turn 3. And if you get a box of chocolate and you open up the cover and you see a bite taken out of each one, it's gone because your son wanted to see if he liked the candy or not before he ate it. Get ready.
I used to poke a hole in the bottoms of them so you wouldn't notice. So when Grandma would go to pay her candy, unless she flipped it over and looked at the bottom, she wouldn't even know.
She didn't even know that you did that.
No, but I'd poke a hole in it because I want to make sure it wasn't coconut. Because that's the only thing I really didn't like was coconut. Or the ones that are pink and pretty, but they don't taste good. That's that cheap chocolate.
You know what? When grandkids come here, I better not see you ever yell at them for doing the stuff you did when you were that age.
Nobody,
you wouldn't yell at grandkids anyway.
Heck no, I'll buy them another box. Cotton candy grapes are awesome. My daughter loves them too. I don't think I've really bought them, and I should because lately I've toned down. Do you notice how I'm hardly eating any grapes at all?
Yeah, how come?
They're real tart like, and I'm not liking them. So there for a while there were certain ones that were good. There was ones though I was having that was really good, and then all of a sudden they just started getting really tart, and I didn't like it. So the cotton candy kind are
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, like when you go to the store to buy them, like grapes, they're in the grape department, but they got ones that actually say cotton candy.
Yeah,
and they have like just a little hint of what cotton candy. Now that's genetic altering. Because I don't know how you make a grape taste like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And you can't wash that off, that's for sure.
Yeah, so now what do you do about the insecticide on it? If you'll wash away the cotton candy flavor?
No, you're supposed to wash them. You got to wash them all. Or you end up like, I don't know, me. I'm what looks like somebody that eats fruit without washing it.
Oh, good. So now, Grandma Mona's saying, I wonder how many ants I ate from your berries of the bush as a kid and Sand Hill plums. I love frozen cotton candy grapes.
Ooh, somebody told me that to freeze the grapes and that they would be really good like that. I have a friend that peels the grapes. Now I used to smush them for my kids, like put a smush in them so they won't put a perfect circle down their throats, you don't want to get choked. But she actually peels them for her 21-year-old grandson because she's afraid that he might choke.
What's your life then?
No, just an overprotective
I was just
mom.
talking about, earlier about how we all like to tell everybody what's safe and we can never grow out of it for some reason, to keep educating people and overprotecting people.
Yes. Well, you know what? It's coming time for us to call it a day. I want to thank you all for hanging out with us, watching us, having a good time with us. I want to tell howdy to everybody out there. Didn't say hi, didn't write nothing in the comments or whatever. But I mean, we're still glad you're here because it makes it a lot fun. We're gonna be back tomorrow because it's Sunday tomorrow, and
Yeah, so we'll be back TikTok at 8 o'clock and YouTube at 9 o'clock live tomorrow morning. Hey, come join us. Easy to find us, Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies, or on TikTok, look for Edie Rainbow Granny.
yep, we're out here. Here, wait, I want to hang in. I want to give everybody a chance to say bye-bye. That's in the have a wonderful
day.
Saturday. That was from Christine. Thank you. I see all the little hearts going up. And then Grandma Mona said, have a wonderful day, friends. And then Surviving Anything said
Hey,
howdy. And then that was Jennifer said,
yeah.
enjoy listening to your chat. Oh, thank you very much, Jennifer. We enjoyed you being here. Sandra James said, Jared, enjoy the 2-year-old. Mine are 13-year-old parties tomorrow.
Ooh, happy birthday
to yours. Buy my favorite people from Jared.
enjoy your pony ride, Jared.
Howdy, partner.
Sandra, we're gonna miss you tomorrow.
Bye. But anyway, I know you're faithful. You'll watch an episode later on. So when we get a chance, we'll make sure we say happy birthday to your baby. Hasta marijuana. Isn't that what she's saying?
Marijuana.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
We'll learn to read. Hey, go ahead.
Yep.
Enjoy, everybody. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Lizzie.